Hello, Matt Keys here, and welcome back to another edition of 60 Super Bowls in 60 Days. Today, we look at that Super Bowl 20 on January 26, 1986 at the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Chicago Bears, with the ferocious, mighty good defense, taking on against the feeble New England Patriots. Now, you must be thinking, Akeem, are we supposed to get a rematch of that epic Monday Night Football game, the one that has many of viewers and the Dolphins handed the Bears their only loss of the regular season? And yes, we were supposed to have that. Unfortunately, New England Patriots decided, nah, 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 and just destroy all notion of that. So we get the Bears and the Patriots in the first ever meeting between these two Super Bowls, and sadly the last, because the '85 Bears just absolutely make mince meat of the New England Patriots. It was not even close, 46-10. Bears win their one and only Super Bowl title to date. Man, it was a brutal beating. Let's just go with the offensive statistic before we get to the meat of the domination. Jim McMahon, 12 of 20 for 256 yards, no touchdowns, no receptions. So he decided to play the most game management kind of quarterback you've ever seen. Don't turn the ball over. Let your defense do the work, and all will be forgiven. Steve Grogan, 17 of 30 for 177 yards, touchdown, but two interceptions. Walter Payton, the sweetness of all of Chicago, the late great Walter Payton, excellent running back in the day. 22 rushes for 61 yards. Yeah, not much going. 6.77 a pop. Matsui, 11 of 52, 11 rushes for 52 yards, 4.73 a pop with a touchdown. Jig McMahon, 5 rushes for 14 yards and 2.8 a pop with a touchdown. Tony Collins for New England with 3 rushes for 4 yards at 1.33. And then you got William Perry, of all people. William the Refrigerator Perry, of all people, got a touchdown before Walter Payton. Like, I'm sorry, man, but no offense. It makes for an incredible content. The heaviest player to ever score a touchdown in Super Bowl history, and probably the heaviest to ever rush for a touchdown in Super Bowl history. But you got Walter Payton right now, man. You got Walter. You just robbed Walter Payton of a great moment. Let's be honest. I mean, I know Chicago fans will not be mind in these moments, but looking back, it's like, come on, man. Why can't you do this with sweetness? Why can't you do this with sweetness? Anyways, still funny though. Still funny though. Willie Gault, 4 catches for 129 yards, 32.25 yards a pop. Stanley Morgan, 6 catches for 51 yards for New England, 8.5 a pop. And Irvin Fryer caught the only touchdown on those 2 receptions for 24 yards at 12 a pop. The defense. Oh boy. This is where the this is where the trouble began. So let me just see if I can do this slowly. Reggie Phillips, interception, 4 tackles. Jim Morsey, interception. Otis Wilson, 2 sacks. Richard Dent, a 1.5 sack and a tackle. Dan Hampton, sack and 2 tackles, formal recovery. Steve McMichael and Henry Wadger, sack. Wilbur Marshall, half a sack and 3 tackles and a fumble recovery. Dave Durson, 5 tackles. Mike Singletary, pretty good player. Mike Singletary, 2 fumble recoveries. Dennis Gentry, fumble recovery. Like, even Ron Rivera was in the game. Like, Riverboat Ron, you know, who's now coaching in college, of course, he was part of the game as well. Like, I could just put most of the Chicago Bears team in that thing, but that would be like A, waste of time, and B, that was just how good the '85 Bears defense were. Like, look at those names. It's ridiculous. Dennis Owens, 2 sacks, 4 tackles. Ben Thomas, sack. It doesn't even matter. And Fred Myron with 7 tackles, I guess. So at least New England defense was somehow feasible. Somehow. But when you're facing against a dominant defense like this and Mike Ditka as your helm, it's just over, man. It was just curtains. Like, there is no chance against this defense. Just no chance. Kicking and special teams, Kevin Butler, 5 for 5 on PATs, 3 for 3 on field goals. Tony Franklin, 1 for 1 on PATs and a field goal. Total yards, 408 to 123. It was not even close. And the turnovers, yeah, Chicago 2 to New England 6. Yeah, like I said, the '85 Bears were just a different beast back then. And this Super Bowl is just show you that defense wins you championships. This Super Bowl pretty much says it. I didn't even have my MVP, let's be honest. I didn't even have my MVP. That's how incredible this dominant Super Bowl is. I didn't even have my MVP. Let me just see who's my MVP of the Super Bowl. Let's see if I can find it. While I'm scrolling into cricket. Okay, let's see. Let me just look at my list of Super Bowl winners. Super Bowl 20, let me see my MVP. Let me just see my MVP. Okay, let me just see Super Bowl MVP for this. It is Richard Dent. Yeah, Richard Dent. Yeah, no surprise. I could have I could have just say let's give the entire defense the MVP. Let's be honest, but that will be like a crime against humanity. This was an absolute brutal Super Bowl to watch. But if you're a fan of defense, and you're a fan of the '85 Bears and the incredibleness they've done, the fact that despite the fact they're only like one win from immortality, joining the Dolphins, ironically enough, as the only team to go undefeated, and to do that with incredible defense, that is something to behold. So if you wanted to watch incredible defense, the most mind-boggling defense you've ever seen in your entire generation, this Super Bowl is for you. It will not be pretty for all New England fans, although pretty things will come later down the line. But it is something to behold. It is something to be admired and behold. And I got literally nothing else to say. Onward to Super Bowl 21 in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe to all this, and I will see you tomorrow.